Hey everybody, grab your cups. It's time for the Own Your Now show. Lady-O, let's go.
Let's go, Tracy.
Unstoppable.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I've heard all the things that I can't do. And then you strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is time for the Own Your Now show. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I'm your co-host, Yolanda Langford. And yes, you know what they call me, Lady-O.
That's right, Lady-O. It is Monday. I want to know, how was your weekend?
The weekend was fantastic, had a bunch of fun. You know, I did a lot of cooking, did a little grilling, and just had the family over. Let me tell you something, Tracy. I learned how to play dominoes.
Really? Dominoes is really fun.
It is
It
fun.
really is.
And it's not as complicated as I thought. And I won some, is it games? I won some games.
You know, the thing about it is, I think that the more that we come together as families, I think the pandemic allowed us to bring in the board games.
Yes.
So, yeah, I know that I remember growing up learning how to play checkers, and I know how to play a little bit of chess, you know, and I think it's fun to play dominoes. I do know how to play dominoes.
Okay, people used to laugh at me. I went to an HBCU, and everyone thinks every person that goes to an HBCU knows how to play spades and dominoes. Not this kid, but I finally learned.
Do you know how to play spades?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, you know what? My daughters will teach you how to play spades because they are serious about their game.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
I will take that on. I will be a student and let them be my teacher.
You know, my grandmom used to play Pokino.
Oh, my grandma too played
Really?
Pokino. And when I was a little kid, I used to get a little board and sit under the table. I'd be playing with them, but they didn't know.
Well, you know what I was doing? I was sipping coffee.
Oh, gosh.
Speaking of coffee, what's in your cup? What you sipping on?
You know, Tracy, I am sipping on some green tea. Just staying with the healthiness that I'm trying to do as I look forward to the summer. How about yourself?
Well, you know, coffee is healthy. There's
It is.
antioxidants in coffee. Y'all know I drink my coffee black, no sugar, no cream. Quit playing. Quit playing. I'm trying to get my mind right, but I have a confession. I got to talk to you about something.
I'm leaning in.
So, you know, I'm not doing as well as I thought I would be with my dieting. And I'm just not even supposed to be dieting. It's supposed to
Right.
be like a way of life, but I'm eating bread. Like I thought that I'd like no bread in the house, but this last weekend took me totally out.
Let me tell you something, Tracy. It's okay. Because, you know, you could start over, and it's not a
not
diet.
okay.
It is okay. I'm going to tell you it's okay because you know what? I've eaten a lot of things that people say, oh my gosh, you're trying to watch your weight but it's all things in moderation. So
Yeah.
you can do it.
Well, the thing about it was I was doing it in moderation, y'all. I was like only having the bread when I go out. But the bread and now just a little dip and some wine. You know, the thing about it is I just know that I felt guilty about it because it's my body.
It is.
And I don't want to fluctuate, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm going to get back on my grind.
Yes, you
So
are.
I think that for me, it was just a matter of me putting it out there and saying, hey, you know, I messed up.
You're human.
Yeah, I know.
You're
but
human.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get back on my grind.
Okay.
Cause you can get back on my 55 and fine.
Yes,
you know, I
yes,
gotta
yes,
get there. It's
yes.
gonna take some time, but hey, let's check on our strong friends. Who we checking on?
Checking on any woman who is thinking about a change of career. That's a big one.
Ooh, that is.
You
that
know,
is.
because you go to college or you get training in a certain area, but the pandemic has taught a lot of people how to be entrepreneurs, and some have been successful. So some people are thinking, maybe I'll just be an entrepreneur, and they're going to quit their 9-to-5.
Well, you know what? I know for a fact that we have someone that talks about careers and all kind of things.
Who's our Vibrant Vibe guest?
Actually, she's a great friend of mine. She's a connector. She's a dreamer. It's Karen Hoffman.
I love her.
Karen Hoffman. She actually started a nonprofit in 2014, Gateway to Dreams. When I tell you everything about this woman, it makes you feel like I can fly. I can do it all. And she does it all. And she might even share a couple exclusives. You know how you.
Well, you know what a little birdie told me, and it would be Tracy, y'all. The birdie said she has a new magazine out, Impact St. Louis. Well, that's the award she gives out, but she has a new magazine out, and we're going to hear all about it.
Yeah.
Be the Change, St. Louis. Be the Change, St. Louis. So I cannot wait to hear all about it and get my book because I want to be the change.
Yes, yes. I remember the first time that I received the only time I received the Impact
She
St.
gets so
Louis
many awards,
award.
though, but the Impact Award is a big one.
It was everything for me because when your community notices what you do, that's important. You know, it's hard to do all the things that you do, and you go to other states and people don't know who you are. But when you people from home say, "I see you," your family and friends and community, that was really cool. So shout out to Impact St. Louis. And you know, there's a Impact Change Award coming up.
Okay.
But we'll find out more about that. You know, it's going to be a great day in the Lou. That's right.
I agree, Tracy. So we are going to be looking forward to seeing Karen Hoffman.
Yes. Well, you know what? First, let's get ready for our Own Your Now Cup of Therapy. When we return, it's sponsored by Archwell Health. Be well.
So at Archwell Health, we believe in making it easy to come see our doctors. It's easy to make an appointment. It's easy to get to one of our centers. Your doctor looks you in the eye, spends time with you, and you'll feel like you're part of our family.
Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
Hi, I'm Karen Hoffman with Gateway to Dreams and Be the Change St. Louis. Keep watching the Own Your Now show on the TV network.
So now it is time for our Own Your Now Cup of Therapy. Lady-O, you know this is my favorite part. We need to tell you all a little tea.
Oh, if this is an exclusive.
Yes, it is. We actually have, you tell the exclusive.
The exclusive is we have a studio audience today.
So just know that we're not in this space by ourselves. We have a whole vibe, y'all. We call them owners, and they're all a part of what we're doing today. So if you feel the energy, it's because we feel the energy.
Yes.
Just a little tea, divine tea giving y'all a little tea. Yes. So are you ready? I want to know, what is our simple dish for today?
Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna tell you this dish. And most people say, that's not simple. A simple shrimp scampi.
Okay.
I know it doesn't sound simple, but you get your shrimp peeled and deveined and raw.
Right.
And you just need garlic, onion powder, a little cayenne if you like it spicy, honey. And then just sautés your shrimp, and then you make a cream sauce out of heavy cream and a little Parmesan, drizzle that on top, and voila.
Drizzle.
Yes,
And voila.
and that's the, people are afraid of cream sauces, but that's the key.
No.
Drizzle a little bit. Don't put it on the actual
I love shrimp scampi.
But you can just drizzle a little bit. And if you want to do a little
Yes.
pasta, that's good too.
Well, you know, now, so we back on the whole eating right.
Yes,
I
yes.
eat fish every single day. Love me some shrimp. Love me some shrimp scampi.
Yes.
And I can do the shrimp scampi. I can cook that. And I do think that is simple.
It is simple.
It is. But the
It looks
Cajun,
pretty,
you know,
though.
I can't do the hot. Y'all know I don't do hot.
Right.
The spicy hot. Anyway, but I would like to try yours.
Oh, you're welcome to come anytime.
Okay,
Well, you know what,
okay.
Tracy? What's your affirmation word today?
All right, y'all. So you know we always talk about our affirmation word. My affirmation word for today is change. Every day we have a new opportunity to own our now and to be the change that we want to see. And I think that it's important that we embrace change.
Yes.
Today is a perfect day. We have an audience.
Yes.
Like, who would have thought that we would have an audience? But we do.
We do.
And we
do,
see
we
you.
do. And you
I
know,
feel it.
people need to realize change can be good. Most of the time when you hear, "Oh, girl, she changed," or "I changed this," you're like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
But change can be good and positive.
Yes, it can be scary as well. You know, walking up the steps, like I didn't walk up the steps, I took the elevator.
Tell the
Okay,
truth.
well, coming up the elevator, I was like, wow, this feels different, but it's good.
Good.
And that's how you get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yes.
So everybody, it's time for our stretch, our self-care stretch of the day. Our song is Changes by Lady Bree. So everybody just take some deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Those at home and those in the audience, stretch your hands out. Stretch with us. We typically cross them over and we bring them in. Bring them in close to your heart. You feel your heartbeat?
I love my heartbeat.
I feel it. I feel it. Sometimes the girls in our circle say, I don't think I feel my heartbeat.
Oh,
I
my.
must be dead.
Oh,
I'm like, no, it's there.
It's there. It's there.
Deep breath in together. Release. You're doing it. Again. Release. Be intentional. Repeat it to yourself. And now what do we do?
Give yourself a hug.
Yes.
Love on yourself. Hug yourself first in the morning before you hug anyone else. You are worth it.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Release. I needed that.
I did too. I did too. Coming off the weekend and just being here.
Yes, yes, that's what it's all about. Well, you know what? Now that we have centered ourselves, self-care is all that in a bag of chips. And I want to say a soda on the side, but a cup of coffee on the side. When we return, get ready for the Karen Hoffman, founder of Gateway to Dreams.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
As promised, we have the Karen Hoffman. Her passion has always been to help people, whether it's been helping first-time home buyers, helping small businesses, being the author of 3 books, magazine publisher, or simply being a dream activist. She's my sister. She's from Ferguson, Missouri, and you know what? She's all that. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We are so happy to have you. But I have to ask the magical question. What's in your cup? What you sipping on?
It says it's coffee, but it's really St. Louis water.
Okay.
Haven't had a cup of coffee in my life and don't plan on it.
Okay, well, you keep sipping on
but
that
I love
water.
the water.
Because it's the foundation of all that you do, and you're doing a lot.
Yes, you are. Tell us, why Gateway to Dreams?
So, the condensed version, because the other one would be too long, it was put upon my heart by God. I had a friend who has just recently passed away who had space in the mall, in Chesterfield Mall, when it was a real mall, when people walked around in it.
I remember that.
And she was going to put a bookstore cafe in. Her name is Susie Tozier. And she found out she had stage 4 metastasized cancer and decided that she wanted to gift that space to me. And the alarm on my face, because she had waited about 2 or 3 years for this space, the alarm on my face, she goes, just think about it. Don't say no. I thought about it on May 30th, 2013. I was going to tell her no, but I woke up and I felt like God said to me, yes, it's Gateway to Dreams. Yes, it's coaches. Yes, it's experts. And I said yes.
And Tracy says that the year of the yes. And we're glad you said yes. Yes, you've said yes to something else, a magazine.
A magazine.
Tell us, during the pandemic, even you were creating a magazine. Tell us all about it.
Well, I'm not going to tell you all about it because there's parts of it that were very painful. But I actually had one of my worst years ever. And I'd been in printing before. In fact, I meant to bring a copy of the sports magazine with Ozzy on the cover.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
But I didn't do it in time. There was boxes in front of it. But I'd always said I would never do another magazine. And I went through some heartbreak, some real heartbreak, and actually was in depression and didn't know it. I didn't know what depression looked like. I thought it meant you didn't get out of bed. But I got up every day and I was working, but my work was different. I would work on something and I would accomplish this much out of my normal this much. And finally, one of my girlfriends said, I think you're suffering from depression. There was a lot going on. I'd had COVID, some personal things. My daughter-in-law had passed away at 35, leaving 2 kids. But what I feel God did is he used me and said, you know, you're going to do something during this time. And I started doing a program for the Impact Awards. And while I was working on it, we couldn't have the Impact Awards because of COVID. Then we couldn't have it again and again and again. But I started working on the program, and my love for magazines came back.
Just like that.
What is better to me than reading about great people doing great things, about what's possible in our world?
Look at that.
And so that inspired me. My depression was much less. I mean, I ended up on meds, but the taking my energy and putting it somewhere else, not focusing on the crap that, excuse me.
Oh, can you say that?
Can you say the word?
We're grown, girl, we're grown.
That stuff going on in my life. And then this became like, oh my gosh.
It's birthed out of grief and realizing that, you know, as a therapist, that's how this show was birthed, out of me losing my mom and us feeling that we needed to honor our community. And I think that that's the soul of who you are. You were honoring yourself and saying, I need to make a shift. But you also honoring God because God said yes
God
to
knew
you.
that I needed a shift. I didn't.
I always call those the
happens.
God winks.
That's right.
I call them God winks or God bumps. When you start getting those goosebumps,
Yes, girl. Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Yolanda said it. I was saying that, you know, Shonda Rhimes, she tagged the year of the yes. For me, this year was the year of the yes, God. You know, if it didn't feel right to me, I needed to know. I needed to be able to say, yes, God, to this. I know I want to get to the sponsors and how people can sponsor Gateway to Dreams, but I want to talk about this. You got connecting and promoting women. Let me tell you all something. The first time that I literally experienced this beautiful woman was I was invited to the space, because you have to be invited by members. And when I came in, I was a little intimidated. I was like, oh my gosh, people are networking. Networking isn't my thing. But it was a perfect space for me to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And it allowed me to be able to see the value of what we needed in the community. And I must say, I know you might have been drinking tea, but I had a lot of coffee that day. And then I sat down and I was able to fill out, you know, the paperwork. And instead of people asking you what do you do? I always say, what do you love?
What do you love?
Because that was so important to me. And you gave us the space to do that. But so I'm looking at this, you know, we had Connecting and Promoting Women, YCB, The Joys in Action, Impact St. Louis, and Write the Book Now. Write your book right now. You are author. Anything that you ask people to do, you have done it yourself. Talk to us about also being an author.
Well, one of the things I love about our program, Write Your Book Right Now, it's 90 minutes, but part of it is for you to actually do your own writing. But the part I love is everybody tells their unique writing story.
Their own story.
I have so many people that tell me they can't write, or all the reasons why. I'm not a natural writer. The first book, my girlfriend, Shara Dalen, who's with was with the Post-Dispatch and the Business Journal, is a writer.
Yes.
We sat down over lunch. I wanted to write a business book on barter. She submitted the proposals. We had like 19 publishers interested, but
Wow.
as they learned about business barter, they weren't interested because it wasn't a broad enough market.
Got it.
But one of them, Skyhorse Publishing, came back and said, would you write it for individuals? And so we did, but what we did is we have one chapter for business owners.
Okay.
I got that in there. But it was a beautiful experience. In fact, one guy, friend of mine, invited me to speak about writing a book. And he got up there and he said, it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. You're going to give up time with your family. You're not going you're going to miss. And I'm sitting there going,
You're gonna like not write the book.
I don't know about
well,
this.
people literally were closing their book. And I got up
I'm
there
not gonna do
and
it,
I
yeah.
said, sorry, Kevin. Here's how I wrote it.
Yes.
My girlfriend and I had lunch at Spazio's.
That's it.
She interviewed me, then sent me, I was the subject matter expert, although she had a background in bartering too for her wedding. But we went back and forth in July, August, September, October. We were done in 4 months.
Wow.
Not every
Yes.
Wednesday.
Teach them how to do it, girl.
That's
Teach them how to
it.
do it. That's
And then she sent off, she had sent off the proposals. We were kind of unusual. We didn't write the book and then submit it. She submitted she's smart.
Proposal.
She
Oh, the
submitted it,
proposal.
and then we wrote it.
Yeah.
Now, you said something, and I believe in it. I'm a farmer's daughter, and we barter a lot.
Yes.
Tell us about the art of bartering.
Well, the art of barter, I actually was in the barter industry for 20 years, and I actually belonged, and I was also the executive director internationally. I was actually in Russia back in
Wow.
the, it was in the 90s? I don't know.
Yeah,
It was a long
yeah.
time ago. And Australia and other cool places. But barter as an industry means that people can trade their products and services through like a banking system, and you
Yes.
get credits and
Right,
debits.
right.
But the power of the book is, what if you're not a business? What if you could babysit somebody's kid and they
Yes.
could paint your
Right.
house?
Yes.
What if, that kind
It's
of
like
stuff.
time tithing.
Yes.
It's like time tithing. Speaking of bartering and time tithing and the value of the community, talk to us about the piece that you brought us.
Oh, wow. So I don't know how many in the room and out there know, but one of my other really good girlfriends, we call ourselves sisters, is Marty K. Casey.
Yes,
Oh,
we
yes,
love Marty.
ma'am.
And Marty is on a mission.
Yes.
When we fell in love with each other, I heard her speak, and her soul and mine
Yes.
just
clicked.
Yeah, we just got together.
Marty, Dr.
And
Marty
then-
Casey.
And then Pookie, I don't know how many know Pookie Lee. She's of Hawaiian heritage, and she is the ultimate hippie peace girl.
Yes.
Like
the song and everything.
She's got
Pookie.
that crown, and her and her boyfriend Bob write a lot of songs, and one of them in particular is one that we use at CPW,
Right.
Connecting and Promoting Women, about being responsible. I am responsible.
Responsible.
I'm not looking
It's a
for you
whole
to make the
song.
world better.
Yes.
I got to look at myself. What can I bring?
everything.
And so there's this woman, I think she's either Arizona or California, I think, Fumi Stewart. She sells peace poles. Now, normally they're
Peace pole.
really
I love
tall.
I've seen those, yes.
And we have a lot of them. In fact, Tracy Flay just told me last couple of days that there's one at the Center for Spiritual Living. Each one has something different on it.
Yes.
But Pookie Lee, myself, and Marty, we planted a peace pole in Ferguson at Church Street and Florissant Road.
Wow,
The
love
mayor
that.
was there, Jason,
Yes.
who was police chief, who's now gone, who was a sweetheart. They
Gotta
were
see
there.
that.
To bring peace.
Bring
to
peace
Ferguson.
to
And what
every
a
place.
perfect place. Tracy loves Florissant and Ferguson, and I must say there are some
The whole West, yeah.
dynamic people in that area.
Yeah.
Now, you've said a lot. You've told us about yourself. How do we stay in touch?
Gateway to Dreams is our nonprofit, our 501c3. Be the Change is our magazine. We've got a bunch of pages on Facebook, Connecting and Promoting Women, Write Your Book. My name is Karen, middle initial S for Sue. So if you do Karen S. Hoffman, Karen, I'm in trouble.
when they
I'm in
call you
trouble.
by your whole name,
Yeah,
they've been
I'm in
knowing you
trouble.
for a long time. I want everybody to make sure that they support the Gateway to Dreams. There's so many different ways to do that, and I hope that they do go to your website to do that. But we have to ask you, what is your affirmation word for today?
For this year.
For this year?
I like that.
It's joy.
Joy, yes.
Yeah.
Joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. That's it. That's it.
Receiving and giving.
Receiving and giving.
Perfect.
And you always give joy whenever we're in your space, and we receive it. We receive it today and every day, 365.
24/7.
24/7.
We thank you for being a part of the Own Your Now show. You are owning your now with everything that you're doing.
Yes, yes. So
Thank
continue.
you guys for having me here.
You all for saying yes to us.
Yes.
All the people that are in our audience, they're saying yes to dreaming out loud and being a part of the dream. When we return, get ready for our Own Your Now flow.
The care teams that we've designed at Archwell Health work together on every individual patient. The doctors have partners that allow them to spend a lot of time listening. It really allows us to be the best provider for you that we can be.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
So now it is time for the Own Your Now flow. We want to thank Karen Hoffman for stopping by. Go visit www.gatewaytodreams.org. Become a member, grab a magazine, register to attend the Impact Awards or more. Lady O, I told you.
She was everything. And you know what? I like dreaming. I like thinking about the great possibilities. So I am thankful. And I loved hearing about this piece. So I'm going to have to get me a peace pole and put in my house.
Or we could go to Ferguson and take a picture next to it. We
That's
could go
we
find
can do
them
that.
all over the area.
Yes.
You know, the thing about it is, I live in Ferguson, Florissant. I live in Florissant, but I'm from the STL. So
Yes.
to be able to go all over and find it, and not only that, you got to go on our website and listen to Pookie's I'm Responsible.
I will do that.
What is your affirmation word for today?
Well, my affirmation word for today is connection.
Connection.
Yes.
Tell me why.
Well, because that's how we move forward when we connect. If I connect with you and you connect with another person, we can form a link and get to all our destinies.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. That's what we're going to continue to do. You have to understand the value of change. When you understand the value of change, then you can open up to the world and see what the connections look like, and you too can experience joy. Until next time, keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping love, peace, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so own your now.
A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement